Studio Wildcard have officially fixed the Survive the Ark website. Finally, they've actually got the Lost Colony background back. It took them like days and days. But anyway, guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we've got the Community Crunch 491, which has a really exciting update because the sands are stirring on Astraeos, and you guys will find out in today's video what is going on with Astraeos. There is some really cool stuff for this new map in the brand new update. It's the desert update. Also, yes, the update went live last night and it basically broke Xbox. It is now fixed. I'll show you guys what went on if you were confused. I was going to do another upload, but to be honest, a lot of you guys were kind of talking about it in the comments anyway. But in today's video, I can let you guys know what exactly went wrong. But as I said, it's been fixed. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like and subscribe. It really does support me, and let's get in with the video. Right, so Community Crunch 491, the sands stir on Astraeos. Astraeos expands in a very big way on February 25th with the arrival of Pyranthos. Is that Pyranthos? Pyranthos. Or, Pyranthos. A vast new desert landmass shaped by myth, ruin, and survival. Far from an empty wasteland, Pyranthos is a hostile ancient region where shifting sands give way to forgotten structures, buried pathways, and environments designed to test preparation as much as curiosity. This is a place built for exploration, but doesn't reward carelessness. And this is the official, if it decides to load, it looks like it's not going to load. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Official Astraeos Mega Update, which I said is releasing on the Xbox, Steam, PS5, Epic Store, on the 25th of February. And, yeah, it's this, I mean, if you didn't think that this map was massive enough already, it's getting even bigger. So we're going to talk about this. I'm also going to show you some of the new stuff we know that is coming with this map too. So beyond the desert itself, this update pushes Astraeos forward with new challenges across the map. Powerful creatures roam both the surface and the depths below. Ancient forces stir in long abandoned areas, and previously unexplored artifact caves beckon the curious, and a new boss encounter awaits for those ready to face them. The major Astraeos update launches February 25th, introducing new explorable areas, boss fights, caves, and more. We'll share more as we get closer, but for now, sharpen your blades and prepare for the heat. The desert is watching. So yes, some of the new stuff coming to Astraeos. So we have the mini-boss, which this is our kind of first look at it, and this is really it so far. We don't know what the boss is going to be or anything like that, but it's a mini-boss. And what we do know is this is the first look at the Scorpion King, which will be roaming the Astraeos dunes. And we don't know where it spawns, apart from obviously on the dunes, but we don't know how it spawns, how it works. And it will be fighting. It's untamable, which I know a lot of people are a bit sad about. A lot of people were hoping that it was going to be tameable, but the Scorpion King will only be there to be slain or slay you. One thing I really hope from this Scorpion King, I'm super excited for it, but I would absolutely love to actually see some detail put into it. Like, I hope it's not just a resized version of the Scorpion we've already got in the game that just attacks you like the standard version. If it is, it's still cool, but I would love to see it actually have some proper, like, abilities. Maybe it can pick you up or something. I mean, I might be getting too technical, but because it's an actual official partner DLC, it would be really cool to see this actually have some of its own custom abilities rather than just a resized bigger version. But let's see what they've got cooking. And as I said, even if it is a resized bigger Scorpion, it's still pretty scary. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And also, I wonder how much damage and health that this thing's got too. Right, so that is what's going on there. So that is dropping in just over a month. It's the 24th of January today, so next month. And then, so yeah, what date will that be? Will that be dropping on then? Let's have a quick look before we get into the rest of the news. The 25th is a Wednesday. So Wednesday the 25th of February is when we'll be getting our hands on that update. So live ops update. Since we last checked in, the live ops team had been focused on closing out several high impact post-launch issues and stability crashes and edge cases. We resolved the issue affecting outposts and resource cache spawning and addressed possession related problems, including cave cases where thralls could fall through the mesh when returning to players. We've also fixed an issue that could cause the Lost Queen encounter to fail with larger groups, and we made it possible to participate in outpost missions while possessing thralls. Alongside this, we addressed an issue where replicators could be used to block Quetzals equipped with a platform saddle, and preventing an unintended cheese setup that allowed for unfair PvP advantages. Interesting. We continue to work through other reported quirks as they're confirmed and locked in. Looking ahead, Gloon balance changes are coming next week. We're also working through a character screen crash and additional map fixes, and we are still in progress and will roll out with our next major version update. As always, thanks for the detailed reports. They've been instrumental in helping us prioritize and validate fixes as we move forward. I'm very interested to see what those Gloon balance changes are, but what on earth went on with the Xbox last night? So last night at 11:24 PM for myself, they did a live ops update and said, for our panicking Xbox players, we're currently investigating an issue where Lost Colony and the Scorched Earth DLCs were not publishing correctly, and in some cases they said that this can cause broader problems if older versions of the DLC are already installed, impacting more than just one of those maps. We're actively working to resolve this, and Microsoft is investigating on their end, and in parallel we're rebuilding and resubmitting the DLC packages to get things moving as quickly as possible, and this may be the fastest path to fix. We'll share more updates when we have that when we got stuff to confirm. And then they did a mini update for Xbox players. Microsoft had informed they'd found the issue and working towards a resolution. We're still working to resubmit the DLC packages in case they go through before Microsoft identify the fix. And they said, unfortunately, no ETA as yet. It's still in flux, and we'll continue to monitor, and rest assured this is highest priority at the moment. And then literally only 2 hours later, they said, hey Xbox gang, we're happy to report that the Microsoft issue is now resolved and you're free to join your Lost Colony and Scorched Earth servers. We apologize for the disruption to your playtime and appreciate your patience. So it looks like it was a Microsoft issue. So one thing for Wildcard, right? We all blame a lot on Wildcard because a lot of the time it is a Wildcard, but sometimes I do feel bad for Wildcard because we will put the blame on them straight away because we're used to them causing the problem. But when it's not a Wildcard problem, they'll still get the backlash of it at the same time. So I do feel bad for them. Of course, sometimes as they talked about reputation at the start of the year, that is what it comes with. When your reputation is a certain way, you kind of have to expect that might end up happening. But I do feel bad for them because this was generally just a Microsoft issue. Right, let's watch this. Cool. I have to say my favorite one, I do love this Lost Knights skin pack. This looks really cool and it works really well, I guess, with Lost Colony. And this made me laugh. Like, imagine telling people this is ARK in 2026. There's a Christmas tree and there's an ARK survivor walking around in a modern house. I mean, it's very cool, I have to say. A lot of work's done into it, but it's just like, I just always think to myself, I should just add these mods to, they're premiums though, are they? Or these, yeah, premium mods. See, I don't add premium mods to my cluster, as much as there's some really cool ones. I don't do it because obviously I don't want to put my servers behind a paywall. But there are some really, really cool ones that one day maybe I'll try as like a bit of a like just sort of, you know, test. But I don't know. I like to keep everything completely free for people to join. Right, so that was that there. Now, obviously, the Battle for Lost Colony will be announced on Friday, January 30th, so it'll be interesting to see what tribe is going to be taking over the Discord. We have the bonus rates on the official network, as always, will be live until Monday the 26th of January, times 2 harvesting. And then we have the community corner. I'm sure they'll be catching up with a few things. You got Mystic on ARK, how you to get yourself and how to tame the Aureliacs. We have ClickTok Clock. Shows you the most effective ways to get raw meat and where to find plant species R's seeds on Lost Colony. We got some soldier, we got the portal. Oh, this is a nice little bit of aberration stuff going on here. Yeeling, absolute Glunama. I do like that, it's very cool. Who did that? Was that the Casual Arts? And then Wolf Tech is back again with obviously fantastic, as always, creations. I really like this one from Umbra. This is amazing. Wow. This would be something I'd actually have in my office. It's that cool. That is amazing. Well done for that. And then this as well, fluffy snow owl, and then some photo mode, obviously over the Christmas holiday period. I'm sure many of you guys were enjoying it over. I mean, look at this Lost Colony base. We've got some amazing ones on our cluster too. Like generally, like Christmas on Lost Colony looked really cool. Some people had some amazing. And then right. Nice crunch, but we're still waiting on fixes. The lag and crashing on Astraeos is still a major issue. Is this ever going to be fixed? It honestly feels wild that paying for a DLC actually slows progression instead of improving the experience, like going backwards. On a paid DLC that we paid to win, after server reboots, dinos appear to get stuck in some kind of stasis until they're rendered again. Because of this, they don't grow or mature unless a player is nearby. Paying for dinos that don't raise properly due to crashes and constant reboots is crazy. And Lost Colony, at least on my server, the outpost is still not working. These are paid DLCs, not free content paid. That said, keep up the good work overall, ARK. Just hoping these issues get addressed, though, at this point. And it's hard to be optimistic, and thanks. That was from Templar. And I think that's V. But I do agree. You know, do you know what? It's one of those things at this moment in time with ARK is like, unfortunately, it's an overall constant cycle of this, right? So, I just smacked my mic, so sorry about that. It's an overall constant cycle of new content, which obviously we always want the new content. Being honest, I know loads of people say we don't want the new content. We do. But obviously a lot of people want to prioritize game stability over that, and obviously Unreal Engine 5.7 has they've given it so much excitement and calling it a magic bullet. We're hoping that's going to be the case, but I mean, I'm personally at a stage with ARK now where you know, I'm used to it. I've been used to it for years, but what I mean is like, it is getting quite tiring, right? Every single time I'm doing something on ARK, there's an issue, or you know, people are always talking about something that's broken, and it is tiring. I mean, I do get people say to me, Dom, how have you done this for like 10 to 11 years, like of recording? And do you know, I don't know. I just don't know. It's because this game is just so addictive, and I've played it for so many years, and I love it, and I love the community, I love my cluster, I love everything, and ARK is very family orientated in the sense of, you know, when you've got such a big group of people with you, you know, we kind of go through the issues together, but it isn't easy. It really isn't easy. I mean, you know, through the countless amounts of lost characters, rollbacks, crashes, dinos in the mesh, like so much hard work that tends to get taken away from you. And I do find it really sad when new players that haven't played ARK are like about to be welcomed to the issues, because it is 2026 and we shouldn't be dealing with these same issues anymore. And it's really sad that is still ongoing. And unfortunately, this has been a thing that's has taken ARK back. It's stopped ARK to truly reach its full potential. And I do believe if they stood back and did a proper No Man's Sky, I mean, they would be in a much better place these days. I mean, let's wait for Unreal Engine 5.7. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the situation. I do get I mean, obviously, you know, running a large size cluster is it does get hard sometimes, because you're not just running a server, you're battling against the game on a constant basis, and it's not easy, because you know, 1 minute everything's fine, the next minute a new patch drops and things break, and you know, there's a new server issue, a mod crashes. It's an everyday scenario that you have to work on, and it's seriously not an easy thing to do. So yeah, anyway, that is everything that you guys need to know about. If you did enjoy today's video, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.